Just walking along, singing a song. Sorry. QB and I were sitting here practicing our audition for the Intergalactic Space Quartet. And well, that's not what you showed up for. So, what we're doing today is doing a continuation of a grind. I am going to work specifically on getting all of the materials for the crafting console for the light weapon, the mobile light weapon. It is actually going to be, kind of crucial moving forward because it is basically what it says, the mobile light weapon that will follow you around in an ancient ship, which is a pretty cool concept. So if you go to a planet that needs to be cleansed or whatever, you can jump into the ship to cleanse the planet if there is not a light weapon on that said planet. So we will be doing that and some general farming. We have quite a bit of stuff to collect today, and I'm going to go over to that gem planet that we found the other day. Well, I guess the other day was yesterday, but time flies in space. So other than that, I have been doing quite a bit of organization on the planet Bane. So I think it's time for a little bit of show and tell. I have organized all of my inventory within the ship. And I know some of you guys are a bit freakish like I am when it comes to inventory and inventory control. So one of the biggest reasons why I went ahead and got the Bane yesterday, the Planet Bane, is because my inventory was getting a little out of outrageous. So the first spot, this is incorrect. The first spot is essentially going to be empty. So whenever I am in space or need to do a general dump of inventory, it will go into one and we can sort it later. Or if I'm flying through and collecting space crates, it will automatically go into this slot so we can see what we're getting immediately to see if it's even advantageous to be farming in a specific system or not. 2 is general crafted materials. 3 is 1 through 3 ores and the products that are, produced from those. 4 is 4 through whatever, 7, I guess, and the glowing items and everything else that we're going to get. 5 is all the corrupted and light, dark, red dust stuff that's related to temples and cleansing and all that other crap. So 6 is upgrades. 7 is general weaponry and fishing poles because, it's always a good day for fishing. And 8 is just garbage, general garbage, but stuff that we're going to be using quite a lot. And there is one chest right here. This is the fun chest for putting everything into the recycler because it, can often take time to recycle things. Now, these chests are not going to be recycled, but a lot of this general crap will be. I've been running around doing some collecting of wood, leaves, and all that other stuff just to get some general upgrades underway. I did put in another refinery here. I need to go ahead and upgrade this one, but I do not have the correct material yet. I am 1 X matter cell short. So as soon as I get that, I'll upgrade that. And we've got a couple other things. I don't think that I'm going to place any more of these appliances down. And I don't know. It's, the good thing is it's not really that crucial or big of a deal to do this as you go. So we will be continuing on with that. I'm going to wrap up the general inventory of the ship, get everything situated. We are on Bardwell 2. I have removed everything of note and value from our Bardwell 2 base. And that's pretty much where we are now. I am going to throw a bed in here somewhere just to, be able to progress the night cycle quickly. And here we are. So let's continue on with this and we'll catch you in just a few minutes. We are heading over to the Dirk system to continue with our farming of all these materials that we need up in the upper left. We've already got the diamonds from yesterday, and this is a lower level system. Not that that means anything in particular because, it also has to do with skill. So there is glowing aluminum up on Dirk 1, and it is a heavily infested planet for the red darkness. I am curious. It's going to be lower level, I guess, level 8. But I'm curious if that's going to be a good place to farm some red darkness and some of the creatures so I could get some of the higher level, they're drops. Some of their drops, like some of the teeth or whatever else from some of the creatures are required to craft some of the highest level guns and different stuff like that from the Light Temple. I think that that might be a pretty good option for us to continue through. But I think I'm gonna potentially I'll give it a shot here to see if it's worth this planet in general for the quality of materials that it drops. If, otherwise, we will end up finding some kind of base somewhere in a higher level system, like level 20, 23, something like that. I think that would probably prove to be more beneficial because I don't think that this is going to work very well. But I'm going to hop around here a little bit because we need some glowing magnetite. We need a lot of this stuff, quite frankly. Let's see. Yeah, we need the glowing gold, glowing magnetite, and I guess only glowing magnetite is on this planet. So we're going to start here on Dark 5. And yeah, I'm going to do some general harvesting over in this planet as well. I'm not really concerned with any of the other materials because like I said, this is a pretty low level system. But we will at least continue on our merry way with getting this initial thing completed. I'm curious. Yeah, we're going to have to go to one of those heavily infested planets to farm matter that I don't remember exactly which one. I think it's X matter and the 5 of each in the top left and the containers. Getting the containers are easy. It's just the stuff that goes in it. It's a pretty rare material. So we're going to have to build a farming base on a red planet that we'd never cleanse. And we use it specifically for the purpose of, farming materials. So we are going to eventually do that. So, okay, glowing magnetite is obviously on this planet. Hooray for us. Look at the walker there. So I do have quite a lot of, quite a lot of the light shards that I went ahead and crafted. We're going to need to get quite a lot more red dust, which is not difficult to do. And let's see what's on this planet for, okay, there's a couple things. There's only 2, it looks like 2 of the things we have to cleanse if we wanted to do that. I am not sure if it's worth it. I think it might be. If nothing else, one thing a tip and trick that I saw on the web the other day is doing cleansing the planet, especially the easier ones. So, whenever the statue is erected, they've got glowing ore usually in their hand at the top of the statue, but also it drops a chest with 1,000 cubits in it. And if you throw a planet portal there and you start, going around and freeing up all these or cleansing all these planets, you can literally in about 45 seconds hop through different planet portals if you put them right there next to the chest. And every hour you can farm 1,000 cubits from X number of planets that you do. So if you end up having 45 seconds, you could do 10,000 cubits. So that's not a bad idea, but it's not on the agenda at the moment, but I think it very much could be, especially whenever we start getting later level in this, because we're going to have to start using, it's going to be qubit heavy for what we're going to end up needing. So let's not concentrate on any of the pirate bases or any of that other stuff. I'm not really too concerned with it. I have leveled up my gear significantly. So I usually look for a decent mountain range or something to just dig into, but let's start here and we can see what we can find. Let's see, before we continue. So I have ended up upgrading everything to at least tier 6 on myself and 7 and 5 for QB. And as you can see, I ended up manufacturing quite a bit of stuff. So all this stuff needs to be sold or broken down or whatever, but what it's currently doing is just taking up space. So we're going to get rid of this. I need to go to a much higher level area to, this is not going to be broken down, but it should be sold, hopefully. But I need to go to a higher level area to get some merchants that will buy this stuff from me, because so far I have not been able to do that too well. And on the way over here, I did run into a baddie, I believe, in this system. Dropped a couple things, but, nothing significant. But, every qubit is a prisoner in this game, so it's good to at least, continue to pick it up and harvest it as you go. So this episode is probably going to be a little bit longer today because I was requested to provide a longer episode, and I am happy to do so. So we are going to continue on our merry way and process all this stuff as we get it. And we need to go ahead and upgrade some of our equipment too. We haven't done that in a bit. Like the modifications specifically is what I mean. Okay, we've got plenty of microprocessors. We need some more transistors. I've been buying superconductors and quantum processors at every space station that we've come across, just to keep that going. This lower level item here I can get rid of. Go ahead and do that real quick. So at least it's processing when you can see I was shot up a little bit on the way over here, but that is okay because the ship can take it. I swear. Okay, so there's quite a bit of red darkness here, which is cool. We can go ahead and harvest this as we go. Well, this is interesting. So this is obviously a glowing ore. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I need to go ahead and cleanse that first. I think if I cleanse it first, then I can harvest it. That would make perfect sense. Yeah. So, common sense here. I do know that we are going to have to increase or improve our extractor soon. Oops. Wow, that was fun. If worst case, just go ahead and blow yourself up. But I was mining earlier because I think I had like a 250 grenades because I just seldom ever use them. And not for any particular reason. I just keep forgetting they're there. They're farther down on the hot bar, so I just don't think about them. So I was needing to get quite a bit of rock and, general stuff, sand and small dumb stuff that, very early game materials. So I was just walking around with grenades, just blowing stuff up just to quickly harvest it. Worked out pretty well. Hopefully I can do this without contaminating myself too bad. Yeah, I'm wondering how QB's weapons upgrades are going to improve because I upgraded him quite a bit. So hopefully he can start becoming a bit more helpful. It'd be nice if he could kill these guys eventually with like one hit, the small little spider things, just so I can keep on trucking and he can start helping pay the rent a little bit better. I'm not quite sure why those things are so difficult to hit sometimes. It's like you clearly know that you're hitting it and it just tends to go through them or whatever. I'm not quite sure if that's just the intention of the game or just bad skill or what, but it seems a bit strange that I was really paying attention to that the other day, yesterday, whenever I was grinding through this stuff. And I was like, there's no way that I'm missing this thing when it's literally right in front of you, like where this rock is, and you're just blasting it and it just looks at you with your middle finger up. Like, okay, whatever. Like, am I really this bad? Possibly. That's very believable. So yeah, I'm curious if it would be advantageous to go ahead and cleanse this planet. I guess it would help if I stopped stepping on the radioactive material. So if we cleanse the planet, we don't have to worry too much about, the red darkness being a bother, especially considering we're here to primarily harvest some glowing material and not necessarily the red darkness, even though we do need it. Let's see, we've got over 100 red darkness, and we're going to continue to get more and more as we go. So it's not a crucial thing at this moment. Let's see, let's get rid of some of this crap here. Yeah, inventory management is always a fun time. But I will say that not having to worry too much about it now with having the planet bane, because we've got plenty of space for materials to be stored. And as you could see, this was quite full at the beginning of this episode when I was walking through the show and tell, I believe. And we have gone through a lot of materials to upgrade QB and I. And it's, just par for the course for this type of game. So it is what it is. I have no idea why I was processing this. I think I was needing it for something. Whatever. I guess it can just go in the inventory hold and we'll figure it out as we go. There's one thing I have to admit, that there's so much going on with this game that I continually forget really what I'm doing. I'm going to move this coal over to the light shard area because that's kind of where we're using it. Not that much, but whatever. All right. So let's go ahead and cleanse this planet. See if I can even remember what the heck we're doing here. So this ship is significantly faster in atmosphere compared to that flying fridge that I was flying earlier. No disrespect to that one, but this is significantly better. The good thing is we have a lower hatch like on our last ship. So let's see if we can hover over this and take care of it without having to leave the safety of our ship. Let's get one of these on us. I do wish that these light shards worked from your cargo inventory. Cargo inventory, whatever the heck it's called. Okay, let's see. Can we do this? I guess we get the correct weapon. Come on, let me hop down here and see if this works. Should have saved first, but yeah, so I guess I'm missing something. I think I'm missing a step for sure. Do I need to unlock the weapon or the temple or whatever? Or is this one of those planets that I need the mobile light weapon to cleanse? I am not sure because we've got, yeah, this is just ancient ruins. Here's the ancient weapon, but we usually have to cleanse these big things first. There's 2 ancient weapons here. Well, let's go check them out. See what we're missing. Clearly quite a lot. You know, admittedly, if there's not a temple here, you know, that makes it kind of obvious on how to cleanse the stuff, I'm kind of clueless at it. Let's see. This is, okay, just standard. Okay, those corrupted pirates, the zombies. And I'm not really too concerned with those guys, especially since this is a low-level system. It'd take more time to get out of the ship and take them out than it is really necessary or beneficial, I guess, for what we're going to get out of it. Okay. Again, I don't think that this is how this works, but I thought we had to cleanse the, yeah, darkness core fragments. Okay, well, I've got some of those. And of course, I did not lower my ship to be able to, really? Dude, you're just wasting your time. Okay, let's lower our ship a little bit so we can access our inventory. And this ship gets a lot closer to the ground, which is nice compared to our last one. Okay, let's go ahead and get some of these. And I'm assuming I'm doing this correctly. I have no idea now, but let's see. Oh, seriously? Come on, these guys are freaking annoying. Okay, well, I've got the fragments. Red darkness spreaders are still present on the planet. Okay, so, well, that's the thing. That's what I suspected. Unless I am missing something kind of obvious, I was not able to use the light weapon, so I am thinking that we're going to need the mobile version. Unless I am missing it on the map, the temple tower is what I'm thinking that we're looking for. Or is it one of those things that's kind of hidden? I do know that that is a feature in this game, that there are some things that are hidden. You have to just basically find them, which is kind of cool, but, you know, the planet's kind of small, right? Yeah, I'm not seeing any specific icons that are going to help us do this. So, yeah, I guess I don't really have to worry about it either. Let's get some of this material that we're needing. What was it on this planet? Magnetite, I believe. Glowing magnetite. Let's see. No, this is glowing aluminum. No, we're on Dark 5. I'm sorry. Yeah, it is glowing magnetite. Okay. Well, let me jump out of this ship and continue on with our merry way. Just checking to see if it looks like there's less red darkness around in some areas, but I don't really think it makes much of a difference. So here's as good as any. We'll get to the top of this. Oh, there's a little complex there. That looks kind of cool. Let's see what this is. Yeah, let's put this stuff away. No sense in clogging up our inventory if we don't need it. Oh, it looks like a little summer house with a box. This is kind of garbage, quite frankly. Definitely not anything that I need. I'll take this stuff. No sense in waste and waste not, or however that saying goes. What would be fantastic if I could find, you know what, I'm just going to drill straight down. That one thing that you're advised not to do, but that is where the glowing ores are, is on the right at the lava level. Help if I could switch this weapon faster. My keyboard, where that number is right where my microphone sits, so it's, you know, it is what it is. I do need to upgrade my suit for my suit has been upgraded, but I'm talking about the purification suit or whatever. It's the red darkness suit that helps prevent corruption or whatever. Fall as fells, use explosives. Unfortunately, the explosives do not help break up the red stuff, which it's kind of interesting if you think about it. It's like, wow, this stuff is quite hardy. Okay, let's continue on. I'm trying to find some kind of decent path down. It doesn't really look like there is one, but we'll just continue going straight down. Hopefully we can do this without too much corruption, but it looks like that's pretty much what's below us. Not really a surprise. I think it's an obvious thing to experience considering you're getting closer to the ore that you're looking for. Great. This is becoming a bit annoying. Hopefully we can find enough of what we're looking for quickly enough to not have to waste our entire day with these stupid red blocks. Yeah, and I know there's the the light grenades, but I'm not quite sure if this is a good place to really deal with those. I mean, I think they're more appropriate for creatures and such, but wasting them on this kind of, I don't know, trial is kind of a complete joke. But, well, it's getting thicker and thicker as we go down. Where is it? Oh, it's sitting on my head like a hat. Let me change something here. I'm going to move these two over. Be easier to hopefully use. Oh, look, is that a cave? Drops right into a... Awesome. This is what I was looking for. Something like this. This is great. Hopefully we can go ahead and find everything we need in short order. That would be fantastic. What is that? Is that what we're looking for? Oh, it's cobalt. I think it looked a lot like a glowing material, but I'm not quite sure if we're far enough down. So I did upgrade our personal scanner, and that is the range is quite an increase, which is good. Well, I guess we're building the opposite to a stairway to heaven. Okay, here's some gems. Not what we're looking for, but we're certainly not going to pass them up. Oh, I forgot to bring my energy box to replenish my energy, but that's okay. One thing that is, at least at this stage of the game, it seems kind of apparent is it's not really that difficult to find the energy capsules, especially with the pirates and the zombies and everything else you're running into. They drop them fairly often. So I have not found a single item that we're looking for. We found some, other stuff that we need, but definitely not anything we're looking for. And we are at the lava level, so let's see if we can clear some stuff out. I shouldn't say this out loud, but if I'm noticing that we're not seeing much red darkness this far down, which is quite good because that was getting kind of annoying. Diamond, more diamond. Kind of funny. I was suspecting that diamond was going to be really difficult. The glowing diamond was going to be difficult to find, and it has definitely not been, which is good because there's just some games that make you grind excessively just to extend the time period of the game, the play time. I cannot stand that, and I tend to drop those games pretty quick because I value my time, and I don't want to just be doing something for the sake of doing it. It needs to have some purpose at least and enjoyment to it. What is that? That's emerald. Okay. And I guess what we were looking at earlier is not a glowing diamond. It's just a diamond. But that's okay too. We need a lot of them for the gem plates. Okay, I want to see if we can use some explosives here without blowing ourselves up. See if we can possibly mine a little faster. I know this is going to be a mistake in short order of me blowing myself up. So is anything around us? Yeah. And I find it interesting that whenever you are eventually upgrading QB, his sensors and such, or scanner, why he can't find glowing material. It doesn't make sense to me unless I am missing a crucial aspect here, but there is no, oh my God, did I just figure that out? I sure as hell did. Wow, look at that. I learned something. I'm like, that looks like a button. Push the button. Jeez. Space clowns for sure. That's a good distance away. Hopefully there'll be some more over there. Well, I'm glad I learned that, sooner than later about that scanner. I thought it was a bit strange, and that's par for the course for sure. Oh, come on, Rock, get out of my way. Let's see what's, if anything. A couple things. I'm mining towards them anyway, so I'm trying. My attempt today is to get as far as we can towards unlocking that light weapon. And if we can do that, then I think today would be a massive success. And quite frankly, it's still early enough to continue playing for quite a while and still be able to get the edit completed for today. There are some days that takes much, much longer than others, but it is what it is. Certainly not a complaint. It's just the reality of trying to create content. What is Jesus Westerly? Okay, where is that thing you showed me, buddy? Am I missing the signal? Where is it? Or does it eventually fade? That wouldn't surprise me. I thought it was still straight ahead of us. Oh, we just missed it. Of course, it's right behind this stupid thing. All right, we've got one, which that will produce 3 ingots, and we need 12. So, all right, let's at least get, I'm going to get quite a few more, quite frankly, because it's silly not to. All right, this one's close. Excellent. Let's see if we can find some more in the immediate area. Oh, luckily, there's quite a few things around us, and it won't be a complete waste of time to harvest as much as we can. Yeah, these red darkness spots are going to cause a efficiency error with trying to find things, so. Okay, QB, where's our next one? Let's try to speed this up a little bit, buddy. Have you found something? Yeah, sometimes he will identify something and I don't hear it, or see him do it. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, find the little glowing spot in the middle of a mountain. Trying to see if I can go around some of this stuff. Be a little faster, but sometimes it's just, it is what it is. It's growling? Come on, dude, get out of the way. This certainly feels like the space episodes of Dirty Jobs, because this is kind of ridiculous. Having to clean every layer and every other layer just to get up to this material. This is becoming a bit arduous as well, so I imagine it's super exciting content, but luckily you're not going to have to experience the majority of it because of editing. But yeah, no, I have to experience all the magic all the time, which this is kind of insane. And it is, also one of those things that, should I have gone a little bit farther down and had him scan a different area? Who knows? This might lead to better and better things. Well, that was good. At least we got a few pieces out of it. Wasn't a complete waste of time. Well, QB seems to have found everything he was going to find in that immediate area, so we're not going to continue to waste time on that. So we are going to go ahead and process some of this glowing ore. Yeah, let's just go ahead and check some stuff here. I guess it doesn't tell you doesn't spell these things out. That's why I wrote it down. So we are looking for 5 antimatter cells, 5 dark matter cells, 12 glowing gold ingots, 12 glowing magnetite ingots, and 2 glowing diamonds. We've got the diamond, obviously. We will wrap up this portion. That should give us 39 of these things. Doesn't look like there's anything else that we need that is going to be in this system. So I'm going to check out some other locations that are clearly marked. Yeah, that looks like it would be glowing gold, I believe. Yeah, let's go ahead and go over here, get in the captain's chair so we can take off. This is a cool animation here. So we are going over to this next marked location, which is Gasparini. Yeah, I'm not sure if I've been to that location or not. I don't think I have. Why I'm saying that is because if I have, I can just go to a warp gate instead of using a warp cell. It would also help if I put them in. I'm kind of suspecting that a lot of the planets that we're going to need to go to for these materials are going to end up having, I was expecting to have a more substantial amount of red darkness, but the glowing gold is on a planet that's not too bad. Oh, I keep thinking whenever I warp into a system that I haven't been to, not through a gate, that I would be near the gate, and that's not the case. I don't know why I keep thinking that it is, but let's go ahead and go over to this warp gate to see if there is a station nearby. See if we can find something interesting. Onward to Gasparini 1. I guess it's Gasparoni. Excuse me. Welcome to the planet of Pepto-Bismol and gastric distress. Because, wow, this thing is quite vibrant. So I guess it's just like the last time. We'll just throw ourselves into a hole or make a hole. Let's see what's on this planet. Okay, a little bit of the usual stuff. There's a city over there. Let's hop over to the city. See if we can find something. There might be at least a planet portal that we can unlock. Well, this is a pretty big planet. It would be great if I could just land there. Oh, look at that little thing. That's a cool looking ship. Let's go check that out too. It's a world of discovery. Let's see what crap I have on me. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. That was not too bad of a haul. And it's funny, we've got just a ton of sapphires on us. We did get a decent haul of red dust, which is nice. We're going to need a significant amount more though. I'll keep this on me for now. See if we can sell some of this stuff. I know you can usually sell it at the space station, but I have ran into a couple traders on planet that have also been interested in buying this corrupted space garbage. All right, let's go to the flea market and see what we can find. Let's go check out this ship first because it does look pretty cool. And admittedly, yesterday, whenever I found that second ship and I was all excited about it, thinking it was a Titan because I clearly can't read, it was not a Titan. And I did not keep that save file. So I ended up reverting it back so to not waste equipment or materials on things that we've on a ship that we really ultimately did not need and want. Okay, this looks cool. It has a cool name, the Basilisk, but it's not something that we're looking for. Anyway, good to know. Good to know. Let's see. I'm going to check some of these quests here too, because we could totally use some more money, especially if we've got some of these quests that are just to donate X amount of ore. I just love this person who's always like, what is this supposed to be, a hot tub? Well, okay, you just continue swimming. Won't let me interact with the person, which is, I guess, fine. If I was hanging out in a hot tub, I wouldn't want some stranger to come up to. Okay, this is looking for 8 stars, but it's 1264. If I have them on me, might as well turn them in. I don't think I do though. Oh, I have 6, of course. Of course I'm short. All right, let me go ahead and get some better access cards. We're gonna need those. So I've got 14 of these. I think that's plenty. Need to get to a higher level system to get the better ones. Well, it doesn't look like we're gonna do much in this system or on this planet. Okay, 5,000 for a space pirate in a low level system. Yeah, why not? We'll be leaving here shortly anyway, so might as well go ahead and take care of that. And we'll take care of this dark creature. Cool. So that'll give us a couple thousand extra space bucks for just, using our mop and bucket. Oh, you know what? I didn't look to see if we could sell any of this. Let's see if we can. It would be nice if there were markers for where the sales places are, like on the HUD, instead of walking around like a crazy person. For a second there, I thought that was the glowing magnetite. Or I was like, well, look at that. We could have just came and bought it. But yeah, it's not. Definitely need a lot of these capacitors. I want to buy just 100 of them, but we end up going through all of our money. Close enough. We are quickly running out of qubits, and that's okay. Onward with our mop and bucket. We're gonna do a little bit of cleanup here, make a couple quick space bucks. Oh, it'd be nice if this was close enough for me to be right on the ledge or the ridge. But yeah, let's see. I don't see anything. Oops. Okay. Let's see if we can hit anything from our ship. Often not, but no. Okay, this is just the generator. That's not what it's called. But ooh, I was not expecting that. I didn't see them. How could I? Because they're all the same color. Okay, I did not complete that, so I don't think. Oh, I did. Oh, cool. That was easy. Might as well clean up some of this stuff while we're here. Get some more red dust. The hell did you come from, dude? Back to from where you came. Just for fun, I'm gonna take you out and not care what you're dropping. All right, so that was one quick mission taken care of. Gave us a couple thousand. Let's do this bounty and dark cleanup. Let's do the dark cleanup first. It is more. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter because on the map, it doesn't tell you specifically which ones they are. So there's one way across the map, and I don't see the marker for the other one. Oh well, we'll do this. All right, mount up. It is much more enjoyable flying through the atmosphere of a planet now that I've got a ship that can carve through it instead of that last one. That ship will always have fond memories, but this one is significantly better. See, I don't see anything down there. Yep, this is a spawner. Okay. Let's see if we can do this without this thing blowing up in our face. Something's about to hop out of it for sure. Something always does. So I was cleaning one of these spawners the other day, and I could not, for the life of me, get it to go away. I cleaned everything around it, cleaned everything under it. I even removed several layers of earth or whatever under it and all around it just to get the spawner to go away, and it never did. So not really sure what the trick is for this. And much like this one here, so far what I've experienced is you just take care of what's in the immediate area and it will just go away. But do you have to clean it up like this? Because if so, I'm not going to continue doing these kinds of things because this is an epic waste of time for a player. I mean, sure, you get 5,000 for it, but at the expense of what? My time's more valuable. Okay, job completed. Good. So that's all it took. Yeah, this area that I just cleared out here, the entire thing, as far as this little cursor can go, is what I cleared out multiple levels down, and it would not go away. So that was kind of like, yeah, thanks. Huge waste of time. But this one worked out, which was great. Easy wins are always fun. Got quite a bit of red darkness in that too, so that was good. Or the red dust, excuse me. So let's see. Is that a fossil? This is the first fossil I've picked up. There's been a couple of the townsfolk that have asked for them, but I was like, I don't even know what you're talking about, you crazy person. You know I've got a problem with reading, correct? So I was just sitting here thinking, where is this bounty that I need to go find? Well, if you read at the top, it says it's on Grace 2. I'm like, well, that's really not where we're at. Why would she give me a target that's on a completely different planet in a different system? Which, okay, whatever. So hopefully the space bounty, the space bounty is in this system, so we can do that on the way to the warp gate, hop over to Grace 2, take care of that, and continue on with this grind. So we need to find some glowing gold for those ingots. Let's see how we can do with this guy over here, because there's times he's a Mark III. Sometimes it works out well, sometimes it does not. And I do have missiles on me. I've got 12 currently. So, best of space luck. Wow, I'm all over the map. Yep, just flew right by this guy. I'm surprised in my infinite wisdom that warped past him. Let's not hit that rock. That'd be fun. Okay, there we go. I'm like, how close do I need? There we go. Good times. So there's been a couple times that we collected everything there, which is good because I was doing this earlier and not a single thing was, the chests were all empty. I'm like, this is stellar. It goes back to what I was saying earlier. It's like, if it's going to be empty, don't even show it on the map, because what's the point? It's kind of frustrating to think that, there's going to be something there and there's not. Okay, let's go over to Grace 2. Scratch that. I got a little bit ahead of myself. We need to go over to Gasparoni 1 and get some glowing gold. I stepped away for lunch for a few minutes and I completely forgot what I was working on whenever I came back. So yeah, we were just on this planet and I did not do what we were supposed to be doing. So let's continue on with this. I'm thinking that this might be a good spot right here to find what we need. Yeah, let's definitely do this one. Because look at that. There's one of those ancient things. I can't remember what they're called. Well, I keep referencing them. Maybe we should find out. What was this? One of a temple, not a ruin. Maybe it is a ruin. Who cares? Does it really matter? No, it doesn't. Let's go ahead and land. See if we got everything we need. Got a couple things we don't need. Okay, well, throw this in here for now. Get it processing because we'll be using it soon enough anyway. We go through quite a bit of titanium. All right, let's see if we can come up here and have some fun with our friendly pirate folk. Oh, let's not even mention where I shot him. What is this? Uranium, cobalt, quartz. That's all decent stuff. We need it anyway, so that's cool. Hopefully we can find... Ooh, you were hiding from me, buddy. Knowing I was gonna come up and shoot you in the face. Okay, as usual, there's quite a few things that can be mined around here. It's nice. What is this? This is just sand. Okay. Ah, look at that. This looks like it's a glowing gold. Yes, it is. Excellent. QB, what do you think you're about to start doing? Huh. Coming through here. Quite a few things. It's interesting because this quartz looks slightly different than it normally does. Could just be me. Probably is. Guess it would help if I'd stop stepping on the radioactive stuff. Seems like a, good advice for life in general. What is this? Well, let's fellas, just shoot it. I don't think I've ever seen that thing before. A lot of the creatures have been, kind of the same for every planet, which doesn't bother me, but I was kind of surprised whenever I saw that because I had, something new. Kind of cool. Okay, QB, you're up. Let's locate some stuff for us. Hopefully it's close. Well, okay. Well, let's see if we can get there faster from overland. Pew, 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 pew. Those flying creatures are always the worst. Okay, QB. Did you already remove the signal? Is it me or did that not last very long? Let's try this again, buddy. Well, that was nice that there was quite a bit of it in that one little spot. So hopefully we can luck out and find quite a bit and nodes so we don't have to spend too much of our time looking for this particular material. I'm not quite sure if I need a whole lot more quartz. I don't know how much I've got on me, but since it's right here in our face, we might as well pick it up. Okay, QB, batter up. Oh, nice. Look at you. Well, it is really cool that it's so close to us and in multiple nodes instead of just having the one like in the last planet. So that's cool. I'm glad we found some sulfur though. That is a good thing. We were running a bit low. Excellent. There's quite a bit of sulfur here. So that is nice. What am I standing on? Oh, more radioactive stepping stones. Excellent. It's what every garden needs. I'm not sure if you've noticed or not, but my jetpack is significantly better than it used to be, which surprisingly wasn't too terrible of an upgrade. And I could say that now, of course, since we've progressed quite a bit in this game. Not significantly, of course, but it is much better than it used to be, for sure. Okay, QB, what have you found? Pointing up there, right in front of us the whole time. That falling sand is kind of cool and annoying at the same time. I think I've got plenty of cobalt, but it's kind of like, it's just right. It's right here. Just why not? Man, this is a lot of it too. Okay, I think that's enough to make plenty of cookies with. Oh, and we've got quite a lot of glowing ore or gold ore as well, more than I had realized. So we're going to do one more quick scan. If there's anything in the immediate area, we'll go ahead and get it. Oh, cool. There is not. So we can move on. Fantastic. Oh, that was titanium I was picking up. I thought that was, well, that's okay. We need to get rid of some of this copper. If anyone has a suggestion on what I can do with all this copper, I'm thinking about smelting it and selling it, or smelting it and turning it into energy capsules, because there's just a lot of it. But I want to make sure that I'm not going to make a fatal error and get rid of it when I potentially might need it somewhere down the road in mass quantity. But so far, I have not seen anything that would lead towards that conclusion. And it is quite likely that I will have already smelted it and done something with it by the time I even see a comment. But, oh well, there are worse things, right? Okay, so let's just go ahead and test this. Since I've got so many copper ingots anyway. So we've got 19, now we've got 0. Let's see what one will create. I'm suspecting it's just gonna be 1. Yep, just 1, but that'll work. How much would just 1 copper ore do? Because, you know, just think about it, it's like, you know, you use an energy cell to create, okay, so it takes 3 copper ore to create 1 energy cell, I'm assuming. Yep. So I think it is more beneficial to either sell it or go ahead and refine it into the recycler to get some more energy capsules. I guess it's 6 of 1, quite frankly. We're gonna need more energy capsules as we go, so we've got tons of this low-grade material, so just might as well just get rid of it. All right, so our gold ore, glowing gold ore, has been processed. So we can throw that in our inventory for now and move on to the next planet to get some more of these materials that we need. I need to get rid of this real quick like. Got way too much just random stuff. I ended up picking up some extra glowing blocks by mistake, but that's okay. All right. Those of you who are watching that, you know, are not really gamers or whatever, if you've come across this content questioning what it is and like, what is the whole point of this? No one really knows. But inventory management is always a very large portion of these types of games, and it can be challenging, put it that way, to find a home for all of your garbage. IRL is very much the same way. Get rid of these aluminum ingots. Aluminum is not really that difficult to find. I'm tripping over this stuff at this point. What is that? I don't care. Let's recycle it. All right. Well, my ship is on fire. We need to get to a system with a repair place so we can fix it for money. Because so far, whenever I've looked at it to repair it, it has not cost much to repair. But we need 4 titanium ingots, 5 gold ingots, 4 sulfur, 2 gem plates. No, nope. We're gonna pay to have it repaired, and hopefully it's not too crazy. But we'll see how that goes. So we currently have all of the air quotes base materials. We forgot that the glowing diamond. We have the glowing magnetite, glowing gold ingot, and we need the dark matter cells and the antimatter cells. So that is going to take a special endeavor in itself, because we have to farm the actual matter, the dark matter and the antimatter. Getting the casings that they go in is not that big of a deal. We can just purchase those. Easy enough. How damaged is my ship? Okay, we've got 2 ticks down, so it is going to cost a little bit to fix this puppy. But before we head out, let's go to, first off, let's get higher up in the atmosphere. So I guess there was a pirate that was just sitting there taking pot shots at us, and I'm playing in my inventory like a tool. Save and save often. That should probably be the title of every single video that I'm playing. Okay, let's see. We need to go to the map, and I believe that, yeah, Gasparoni 3 does have quite a bit of darkness to it. So let's see if we can get what we need from Gasparoni 3, because that would be kind of fantastic if we could just go ahead and harvest a spot and it be enough of what we need. Okay, Gasper was 2. There was a marker a second ago, and I guess it just went away. This is okay. This one is the one that's protected. That is okay. Let's go ahead and take care of this the darkness source. It's the darkness. So whenever we came out of our cruise, I was actively pushing my mouse button to start firing once they kind of came into range, and nothing was happening. That is not the first time that has happened. And it's kind of like disconcerting. I'm like, okay, am I about to die because my weapons no longer work. Wondering if it's like, you know, user error or if it's something that, oh, wow, that was excellent. And look what I just got. This is great. We got gamma matter and antimatter, and I didn't even realize that these things drop those. So that was cool. But the missile is really what I was talking about. That did quite a bit of damage, which was fantastic because these things take way too much batteries, ship batteries, to keep firing those lasers. On to the next one. I'm kind of curious if that is an applicable way to farm some of this stuff. You jump around from system to system, but I guess that would take forever. There is a farming method that we're going to test in just a few minutes and see if we can, you know, harvest all this red material from all these creatures. What we're going to do is essentially build a little box around ourselves with these glowing bricks that are immune to the red darkness. Sweet. One missile will take that out. We do need to go get some more missiles. Running a bit short on those. Right on. Let me see. That was just regular magnetite ingot. Some gold or gem plates. Could be worse. X matter. Perfect. Look at that. And that's what we needed. Some dark matter and some X matter. So we need 3 more X matter and I believe 4 more dark matter. I don't think we have enough of those. Where did I put these? Where's the matter? Okay, so we've got 6 dark matter. Okay, so we have enough dark matter. So that's fantastic. And antimatter, we've got 3 of those. We needed 5? Okay, well, that's cool. Let's go ahead and organize this stuff a little bit better. That was kind of fantastic, getting that much of that quickly. I've already forgot where I put it. Okay, here we go. Okay, antimatter, we need to get 2 more, and we've got plenty of dark matter. So that is, man, that's good. And the X matter I needed for an upgrade as well. So bingo, bango. So just to confirm, because of my, you know, it was Gasparini 3. Okay, just making sure we're still going to the same or the correct planet, because yeah, memories horrible. But in a game like this, there's so much to keep up with that I have to constantly write stuff down because I cannot rely on my memory to keep things in track, especially when it comes to an exorbitant number of items that you have to craft and put together. And, you know, it takes 15 things to put this one thing together, and you need 12 of those to put this thing together, and da-da-da-da-da. I enjoy that part of the game, but man, it is sometimes frustrating that I cannot remember the very small things that are needed to do anything. So this has glowing ruby on this planet, which we have not found yet, which is cool. Okay, this one has 3 enemies. What is this? This is, well, I don't know what this is. Where's the marker? It's not this. It looks like a temple. I hope it's a temple. Because if it's a temple, we're going to cleanse this planet so I can get an extra heart. Because, you know, who doesn't need more heart? Oof, Jesus. Okay, that's hilarious. You just zoom right by it. How am I still... Okay, never mind. I just realized what happened. Wow, that was incredibly dumb. Yes, it is a temple. Fantastic. Hold on. See if we can make sure we got as low to the ground as possible. So there's a couple things here that we needed to check out. Bow. Oh, I guess this is a temple that needs to be, what, cleansed? Is that what we're doing here? Oh, is this a pirate temple? Who knows? So you saw that this gave us the 30 ancient hull blocks. I'm kind of thinking that that is a hint towards this farming that we're about to do. Because you see all the red darkness down here. What we're going to be doing is building a little base camp over... Ooh, this is that sinking sand. Oh, wow, this is really cool. So it kind of feels like you're literally walking in sand that's crumbling underneath you. Because my character was very sluggish right then. That was really neat. That was a good mechanic there. So right here, over here, if you find things that an area that has creatures that are spawning out of, you know, the red darkness and a big patch of red darkness, you could build a little base over it and just farm this stuff. I'm not sure if this is a good area to do this or not, but let's check it out. This is okay, close enough for you to come get me. Yep, come on, come get me, dude. Oh, that was garbage. And he was not spawned. Ooh, man, it looks kind of nasty down there. It's a good thing I brought my mop. These fossils? What is this? It is. That's what they look like. I've been curious. Got a couple of them. Might as well get them since they're so handy. And hey, you know, if you've got them on hand, whenever they ask for them, you might as well turn them in for a couple of space bucks. What is this thing? An epic waste of time, much like this chest. I'll take the sulfur. We've got plenty of other crap in here. Okay, we're going to venture on. Did I open this chest? I don't even know if I did. Oh, okay, I did. It just didn't stay open. That was the interesting thing about that. Okay, let's see. Let's explore some of these locations, see if we can find any of them that could give us some of these materials without really trying to, I don't know, harvest too much. I don't know. I'm completely new at this. I'm not quite sure how this is going to work out. If there's something that we should be doing. So what is this? I'm not sure what this is. I guess it's one of these little zombie things. Outposts. Yep. Oh my God. That was cool. Come on, give us some good stuff. Which you are not. Yay. A paint gun. So this time bomb, I've yet to get one, yet to have one. So that's kind of cool. See how that works out. It would be nice if that thing would get contaminated. Let's see what's around us. I guess there's more zombies over there. I'm trying to see if we go up against the zombies, if we can harvest some of these things. I think we can. I don't know why I don't get the weapon that could shoot from a distance. And you see this? It's like there's a force field. Why am I not able to shoot this thing? This has happened several times and it's kind of annoying. Oh well, whatever. And I'm sure all of you saw that level of incompetence that I was just displaying there. It's all part of the fun. I don't need any of this. Yeah, so what I had read is find a very large concentrated pocket of like this red darkness with a spawner on it on the top of a mountain is literally what I believe I read. And I was like, okay, well that seems totally easy to find. Man, our ship is taking a beating and I'm gonna pay for that dearly. So let's go over here, see if we can go into this underground pirate thing. Because normally whenever we've been searching for stuff, that this is where we've been finding it. Get as close to the ground as possible so we can get back easily. I'm not really too worried about you, dude, but I'll take you out anyway before you crawl down in that hole with me and come up from behind. Well, all right. There's more people in there than I suspected. Let's see. Our health is okay. Oh, we got some glowing ruby. So that's cool. Worst case. Let's see. Let's take care of some health. Get this glowing ruby while we're here. So at least now we can have QB search for them. And I might as well do that while I'm here and get a couple of them. We're certainly going to need them at the speed of sooner than later. See, access card, blah, 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 blah. What is that? Or I think we got plenty of that too. Ooh, there's a guy with a scope. Ooh, damn me. Man, it's kind of difficult to aim whenever you're on a jetpack. I guess that would be a pretty obvious statement. Okay, QB. Find us some glowing ruby. Hopefully there's a couple of them in the immediate area. Close enough. Oh man, I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you if this is gonna be like that last time where we have to clean all this crap while we do it. Not sure if we're gonna get very far in this because I really don't want to spend the time, quite frankly. Let's give it a go. Okay, this isn't too bad. If I'm not mistaken, I think we needed that X matter to improve my extraction weapon, which I'm going to check that as soon as we get back to the ship because that's always a huge boon to our productivity as we continue on with this. So QB, let's do it. I am not against you just saying that there's nothing around here. Okay, I guess you need me to keep working. That's fine. Breaking more blocks, boss. All right, that's enough of that. Okay, well we need to find just a couple more things, but getting the glowing ruby and everything, that was pretty good. Save and save often. I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but I am thinking, well, if you're going to need some red darkness and some creatures that come from it, go to the source. Okay, let's get our bike. So what we're doing is coming over here to the dark spawner. Yes, this is what we're looking for. Okay, this is gonna be exciting. Do you see all those creatures over there? Wow. This is going to be interesting. Okay, let me reload and bring my ship over here because we're going to want to get a little bit closer. So this should be fun. So let's see. This is where we're going. Wow, this is nightmare fuel wrapped in a, oh wow, wrapped in a nightmare. Okay, I think this is going to be quite fun. So we've got our bricks so we can create kind of a, if we could do this quickly. I can't do anything quickly. I think it is a 3x3 that we're building. Ah, no, get away. Get out of my face. You are not who I'm looking for. Okay, those things are kind of starting to roll over. Really? Dude, I'm not in the mood for you. All those stupid things are gone. Okay, we're trying to get this thing built, and I'm was doing a 3x3 and I've already screwed that up. Come on. Whatever. I'll make it slightly bigger. And I already screwed that up. Excellent. So we need a little port window here to shoot through. Let's just go ahead and make the cube and we'll make the holes later. And honestly, I'm not sure if I'm doing this correctly or not, but they should not be able to get in now. And now I have no idea which direction they are. So let's just take a little pixie. Okay, right in front of us. So what we're doing is basically making a bunker. If it wasn't obvious enough already. So we can get our little pew pew. I think we're too far away, quite frankly. But we can just keep spawning these things. Let's get rid of this one too. That should work. And keep killing it. I think this is the whole premise of this. And then we just go collect all the stuff in a few minutes. So let's do the time warp and we will get back to this in just a moment. Yes, they have dropped what we were looking for. So that is cool. I think this is dark matter. This is, I don't know, aspirin. Yeah, this could work pretty well. Right on. Is this what happens whenever you follow directions? But I think I can get a lot closer. I know I can. So let's do just that and see if we can manage to do this without causing too many problems with our lives. I'm building it slightly bigger than I'm supposed to, I believe, but that's okay. Maybe. Oh man, I thought they weren't supposed to be able to contaminate these blocks. Clearly I was mistaken or lied to. Could have been trolled. Not really sure about that, but that's kind of crazy. I guess I could kill this guy instead of him coming after my base. Interesting, because whenever you were like at the very intro of the game, whenever we had that little tasking to take out that dark portal, if you recall, these were not affected by the darkness. So I'm not sure how they are now. It's kind of weird. We are out of blocks. Yeah, I should have known better that this was way too far away. I was doing the little puss movement of, oh no, I'm too scared, mommy. I don't want to go to school today. But I'm kind of thinking if we have it large enough that the little boulder thing won't roll directly on top of us too close, you know, that maybe we can get far enough away from the block that you don't have to, I'm not really sure how to explain this, get too close to, standing too close to it. Yeah, hopefully this will work, because if so, this will be a really nice way to farm this stuff kind of quickly. See if I can shoot it once and he get aggro, come over. Come on, buddy, come closer. That's funny, darkness enemies detected. Really? Well, oh, Jesus. Okay, it's not spawning enemies very quickly. I'm not sure if this is like the method in which this is supposed to happen or not, but let's see, we've got, I don't remember how many more we needed. Oh, okay. Again, the mind of a fool. Okay, that's a big dude. Oh, well, okay. Guess it didn't last very long. So there's supposed to be pirates that should be coming up here soon. I'm hoping that they'll come around here and get tagged by the spawner and get turned into the evil darkness. Yeah, so it's trying to shoot those creatures way over there in the distance, and I'm not quite sure if they're close enough. So I don't think I can shoot them enough to like bring them over without killing them in one shot. So one fun thing about doing a recording, creating any kind of content from what I've gathered so far, especially something that's, is like playing a video game, is you have to concentrate on the game, not get, shot in the ass, try to narrate at the same time, bring some humor into it if you're able to do that. Most of the time it's an epic fail for me, but whatever, I try anyway. But you also have to push the record button, which I just spent a good 45 minutes over at the other location, harvesting and everything else, to the point that I'll show you. I had to create a new chest just for the red dust that I've been harvesting. And we got quite a bit of some other stuff, but we are just still shy a little bit of the, what is it? We've got dark matter. We need some antimatter. We need 2 more antimatter. We ended up picking up a couple more dark matter, but I have just saved. I'm going to save one more time, and we're going to jump down here and see if we can wrap this thing up, because we need, like I said, 2 more antimatter. And there is a little pirate, one of those ancient temple things. I'm hoping, okay, here we go. Yeah, they're attacking me now. Cool. I'm like, oh, they're attacking me. Cool. That's really not how I meant that, but it kind of is, because hopefully we can kite these guys over to us. But what I was thinking is I might dig underground and get over to that thing. Oh, you are not contaminated. What? Don't waste my time. He's shooting my ship. No, Well, they do shoot far enough, but they're just not hitting it. What are they shooting at? Me? Terrible shot if they are. But let's give that a shot. I'm not going to bore you to death with, me digging a freaking hole. Oh, it's another one of these situations where I have to go around hell and high water just to... No. I am going to see if we can march our happy butts over there. We're going to do that on our speeder. That was, for the most part, successful the last time we tried this. And see if we get close enough, they can't hit us. It's weird. Oh, here we go. It's not what I was intending to do, but I'm trying to get in this hole while being on my speeder, so it gives me a little bit more protection. Not sure if that's how this works, but okay, if I jump off here and... Oh, no. I got rid of my blocks. I need these blocks. Let me see. Can I jump off of the speeder and not stay on top of it? Yes, perfect. Look at that. Okay. Let me see if I can get some of these and start building with them. Just throw yourself down another hole, Wes. So what I'm trying to do is build some kind of like a little encampment here where I can, it's kind of obvious what I'm trying to do, but I'm going to leave the floating platform up. Well, it's currently not floating, but it will be in a moment, and see if we can build some kind of little wall, because there are those things right up there. So this might be a better location to do this. So let's see. Let's do it like this. I don't need a huge space to do this in. It's interesting that whenever I'm doing this, that it's a different color, which is okay, I guess. But QB, are you trying to help, or what are you doing? Okay, I want to leave. How did that end up over there? Jesus. I want to leave this square open. Okay, one of you fools got to move. This could be the entrance here. Yeah, I think this will work. That is not what I meant to do. When all else fails, just call in the Space Marines. Let me see if whenever these things are taken out, that potentially we could get some of these shards that we need. It looks like we possibly can. All right, we needed this thing anyway. What did we pick up? Amazing. We got loads of crap. Well, that's unfortunate, but I need to at least test it to see for myself. As you can see, I built a little bunker here on top of this, I don't know, pirate thing, whatever it's called. And that didn't work out either, because there was just the crab people in there. So I'm going to go to the last location and see if we can get any better results. Hopefully we can find some creatures there, some of those crickets and whatever else. And if that doesn't work, we're going to have to go to a higher level system, see if that makes any bit of difference. I suspect it will. Hopefully the drop rate will be increased for the matter that we need dropped. But before that happens, let's play with these guys. I don't know why this level is not like high enough to do anything. Well, it's high enough to kick my ass. Sitting here talking all this trash and I'm about to die. Let's see, there's a ruby in here or something. If so, then it's at least worth our time. I think we are amply, we're good on our storage for the other materials that we have. We can run through here, at least get a key, hopefully. Maybe a ruby if that's what's in this area, and we'll move on. Yeah, does that look like a ruby? Nope, not even close. Well, that's unfortunate. There's nothing in this spot. I know that there are chances where the loot chests or whatever are buried, but we are not playing that game. So let's just go back to our ship. I am happy to report that I was mistaken. Whenever we used the light weapon on to cleanse that last location, we absolutely got what we needed. At least part of it. We need one more, so I'm hoping that we can get that here. Come on, hurry up before we get our ass chewed up. So hopefully if we can get, I think, one more dark matter. I'm sorry, one more antimatter, then we will be good to go. I did not realize that they dropped that, so. Oh, no, not what we needed. Let's just look down here, because we were fighting a lot of these guys, but worst case, I mean, hell, I guess we can get more dark dust, since we need that too. Especially now that we've progressed a little bit farther, it is much easier to make the light shards, so that's not too much of a problem anymore, thankfully, because that was kind of a pain earlier on trying to create that much dark dust and everything else, but now we're getting more than we know what to do with. At the same time, we have progressed to the point of the game where that just makes sense, and we're a little bit better at it, so that makes a significant difference. What is this? Oh, that's cool. It's kind of like a mollusk / centipede. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and go to the last location in this planet, on this planet, so we can go ahead and cleanse it. I mean, why not? We're already this far into it, so it's easier us to go north to get south. Here we go. Should be right below us. It's right there. I think that's it. Yeah. Well, this place looks pretty significant. Have turrets. Yes, it does. Okay. So we're going to camp out a little bit here. Let's see if we can get... Oh, meteor shower too. Nice. It's funny how everything happens coincidentally right where you're sitting. Okay. Far enough away that they're not going to hit me. So did you see what just happened? I got ejected from the ship. I do not think that that is a feature, but it works out just the same. Okay, here's a creature. Hopefully we can peg him from a distance to get him over here. Oh, these birds, or whatever the heck they are. Annoying is what they are. They're always right up your butt just to tick you off. Come on, buddy. Come play. I've got a ball. Ball? That chest later. Let's not get distracted by loot. Okay. And look, there's a door right here for us. What's up here? Hello? I don't know if there's anything up here. I don't see anything. Creatures. I'm struck by lightning. And while we're standing here, you know, in this next murder scene, let's save and save often. Yes, I realize I'm just going to keep saying that because if I say it enough, maybe I'll remember. Okay, where did that turret go? Okay, really? Close enough. Horseshoes and hand grenades are the topic du jour. Should be one more over here. Okay, I don't see anything in this thing. So let's just bring down the finger of God. Oh my God, excellent. Let's go back to the ship and get a light shard. For some reason, I thought I had one on me, but it absolutely makes sense that I do not. And the nice thing too is we can just get it from here because this ship does land or go much, I thought that was QB, I almost shot you in the face. It goes much closer to the ground, which is very nice. I think so far the space, the cargo space, and the fact that it does go closer to the ground are probably my two favorite things about it. So we're gonna stand right in the middle of this. Bring down the rain. And it should be a pretty cool little effect here. So, yeah, you want to try to kill me before it happens? Here we go. That was nice. Please give me what we need. Well, we needed X matter, but we needed antimatter. So we're gonna, I guess, continue on with this. We might as well fully cleanse this planet. Oh, and go get that chest real quick. Sitting over there mocking us. You never know. This could have matter in it. Just kidding. It has a gift card to a store that I don't shop at. This is not what I'm looking for. There is not a weapon on this planet, now that I think about it. It's similar to this, but unless I'm mistaken, this was the little pirate temple that we cleared out earlier. But let's, you know, take a look. And there's also a little ruin there. Might be a chest worth a thing. Worth exploring. I very much doubt it, but you know, we shall see. Yeah, this is what we already came through. Come on, bird. Really? Really? What do you expect is going to happen here? Yeah, okay. That was the case. Where is that? There it is. There's some ruins right here that I don't think I ended up getting the chest out of, but of course I did. We have made it over to another planet in the system to go ahead and see if we can cast down the finger of light on these guys and, or the finger of God, and cleanse this planet too. Just to see if we can get this last bit of antimatter and just press on real quick, because this episode's going quite long, even though it was requested to be longer. It's not that I have absolutely no problem recording a longer episode, but if so, they may not be able to come out daily because it takes a significant amount of time to get enough content to record. Oh, there's quite a few little creatures down here. This could be a really good spot. But why are they running away? Where are you going, buddy? Let's see. Let's go play with our new friends. Oh, man. Oh, please. Okay, I have just saved and saved again. Look at that. You see the shadow there? That is kind of cool. And I have a light shard on me. Oof. That spider looks really just gross. That is one of my least favorite things. And of course, it's going to just bring its little family with it. And this is something I don't mind murdering. Come on, take it, take it, take it, take it. Oh, of course, my gun overheated. This is what I do at home. Die, foul beast, die! Back from whence you came. Really? This is just futile. Like, how do you... jeez. I'm just getting myself corrupted and everything. That's just too much effort for something that's the size of your foot. But, you know, whatever. Let's see if we can go ahead and take these guys out from a distance. Bring down the hammer. a lot, Hammer. And, ooh, something's coming. Wow, that thing is fast. And clearly, I don't know, made from Teflon, because that was weird. I think this is more of an accurate location that I was trying to describe earlier, where there's creatures that are coming out. Yeah, because there's quite a lot of creatures coming out. Stupid spiders. My gun's about to overheat, I think. But as long as we get what we need, it's all worth it in the end. Is it really? The hell is that? This is just, God, a comedy of errors. Seriously? Yeah, I think that's everything. There's a little scorpion friend over here. I'm not sure if you've noticed, but that, I believe, well, we needed some Higgs boson as well, but oh, we're so close, so close. I say that, I have no idea if this is a good method of doing this or not. It seems like it is, because we weren't getting this stuff very often before. And if I'm not mistaken, this is kind of the only way you get this. I'm just gonna retract myself for just a moment. Okay, back into the fray. So there is a little tick thing right there that keeps shooting. So we're gonna farm this area for just a few minutes to see if we can get what we need, since these things are spawning at a regular interval. It'd be nice if they would convert those, whatever these things are. They look like plants to me. They're from Little Shop, but they are not. Okay, you knew what was gonna happen if you kept running closer, Wes. Come on. Come on. Wizard don't learn. Okay, well, I think this is good enough for now. Oh, well. Wait, is this spawning more stuff? Potentially? Come on, drop me what we need. Or not. Okay, it's dropping some more. We're spawning some more creatures up there. So I have upgraded this gun. No, I have not. It's my same gun. Disregard. Anyway, regardless, I need to get a mod on it so it can shoot faster. These things look just like ticks. Well, we're getting a lot of stuff we can sell, but that's not really what the focus was. Granted, I'll enjoy that whenever I cash a lot of this stuff in. What is that? Oh. Darkness enemies detected. Well, they are at least dropping some, more stuff than just the red darkness, because that's all the last group was dropping, and it was kind of annoying. I mean, I think I've got enough. I've almost filled that entire chest with red darkness since we started doing this. And in truth, I have not been doing it for very long. So let's see. Is there another one of these on the map? Yes, there is. So we're going to go ahead and cleanse this one, get it out of the way. Oh, let's go ahead and take care of these pirates first, since they are, coming to the party. But all they are the ants on the picnic table, because I ain't got time for you. Bring down the rain. This is a cool animation. Oh, it's interesting how it's counting. That's cool. Nice. So you're still sticking around with us, huh? That's cool. I mean, you want to hang around? F around and find out? Come on, give us what we need. Well, we got, it looks like a collection of them. We will see in just a second. Oh my Jesus, thing's standing right in front of me. Wow. Now that was an explosion. So what had happened was, yeah, that was awesome. I may not be getting my deposit back on this space costume I'm wearing. And there we go. There's the last bit of antimatter that we needed. So that is truly fantastic, because I was really curious on how long this episode could potentially be, because there is only so much time in a day. As much as I could, honestly sit here and play this all damn day, it's one of those things that I have to also get the edit done, or you'll never see it, which some of you might be very grateful for that. But today is not the case for that. Glowing cobalt ore. I'm not sure if I recall seeing that before. Interesting. But let me go ahead and craft the last few pieces we need for this. Some of this stuff too. Sorry. One moment. So I'm not going to waste my material on crafting the the matter casings, because they are relatively cheap enough. So we're just going to go buy a handful of them. That's what I've been doing so far. I did make a couple of early on, but then I realized that in higher level tech systems, they're kind of readily available. So there's really no reason to waste your gem plates and such, which are not now overly difficult to find. But why would you want to do that when you get to go buy the things? Would anyone like to place a wager on how much it's going to cost to fix this ship? Probably more money than we have. So we're going to bounce over to a high tech system. Oops, that was user error. Okay, we know that Beber is okay, but the Grace is higher than Beber, I believe. Oh no, Beber was higher. that correct? Oh, I think they're the same. Yeah, they're the same. So that's okay. We just needed to get the space station. Oh, that's right. There's not one here, but there is one in Beber, if I remember correctly. Yes, because we were doing the ship search in Beber. There we go. And at one point, we need to come over here and cleanse this planet or this system too. That planet right there in front of us. Come on. Oh, jeez, really? Come on. Those stairs are, I don't know what I'm doing. I knew I couldn't get out from there. I wish we could, though. That would be much easier. Not that it looked like it was easier, considering what I was just doing, effing around. Yeah, I don't remember exactly who was selling these, and they are in higher tier systems, I know. Because I bought, they had, I believe, 100 of them for sale, which just, you know, makes a lot of sense to purchase them in bulk. But they're not exactly cheap. So to repair it, it's only $659. I'm going to do it, even if it's to my own detriment, because that was really surprising. I thought it was going to cost more. Because other content creators that I've seen that play this game and fly this ship, whenever they have it damaged, there's like only one tick of damage on it, and it cost them thousands of qubits. So maybe that's been adjusted, which would be fantastic. But okay, nothing here, sadly. But these things we need anyway, so we might as well get them while we're here. Okay, trading skill has been increased to 16, which is good. That's fantastic. Let's see. I don't remember where I found that or anything, quite frankly. Was it this dude? Maybe it was this dude. And quite frankly, it could have been another system altogether. But there is, none of it's over here. So give me a moment to go ahead and craft some so we can just get this over with. Yep. I don't remember. I know I bought them somewhere. It could have been on a planet. It's not even our ship. Funny enough, it looks just like it, but no, sorry, guy. We're going over here to our floating condo. It looks like one of those, I don't know, modernish looking condos that they were building in the 1980s in Florida that, you know, kind of all look the same, but can't say that they look fantastic, but you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna do a quick little hop around to, let's see, where was the planet? Was it Beber 1 that had the, no, we're going back to Grace. I'm gonna hop down to a planet. I really don't want to use my gem plates just yet. Hello, Grace. So which one of these had the, was it Grace 2? I think it was Grace 2 that it had the, yeah, there's a mission quest on it. So that's where it had the city that we were playing with earlier. So I think this might have been where I saw the containers for it, for what we're trying to take care of. I had to question that a couple times, like, is 5,000 worth it? Yeah, it absolutely is. Especially for the predators, they're usually not overly taxing to complete. Quick 5,000 bucks. See if we can sell some of this stuff. No, this might be content that's not included at all. Okay, we are crafting the last bit of what we need. We need 5 of these. We can create 5 antimatter, which is good. And we need 5 of the dark matter. And there we go. We now have everything green up on the top left of the screen. So we're going to hop over to our starting system. Wait a minute. There is a planet portal right down here, I believe. Save us a few seconds. If I could get over there quickly. Ish. I thought there was a planet portal here. Oh, there is. It's over at Red's base. It's right over here. So we can just hop over here, jump through the planet portal, and get back to the starting system a little bit faster. I thought there was a door here. No, that's it. Oh, here we go. Sorry. That's it. That's it. Okay, Bardwell 2. Here we go. So we can go ahead and create this mobile light weapon, which I've been looking forward to this. You know, there's another planet portal on this planet that's in that temple. It's interesting that we come here instead of going to that the temple. I mean, obviously it makes sense, but you don't have a choice, but you'd think that there would be. I mean, I thought there was a choice in Stargate, but meh. Okay, we're gonna provide everything. Here we go. Bam. Interact with the Guardian at the temple. Okay, no problem. Let me just check to see if, no, he didn't even put curtains up. No draperies, no rugs. What's the deal, dude? I mean, at least you mopped the floor. Well, hello, Light Bright. The mobile light weapon is a formidable tool. It should turn the tide of this war. Well, hopefully something's going to, because I'm certainly not. I have a new signal for you to investigate. This time the signal is coming from the Fenton system. You should reach Fenton and assist the knight sending the distress signal. Okay, so I was thinking that once we provided all those materials that, oh my God, there it is. Okay, that's the light weapon. In case you didn't know, because where it went. I was like, I thought we were supposed to have this weapon now, but we are. And here it is. So I think this is a good time to wrap this episode up. This has been quite a good little jaunt down cubic lane, I guess, to get this ship and to get things in order to start cleansing the rest of the galaxy. So until then, and try that again. Until next time, you guys take care of yourself. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.